Hello and welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a level 1 invasion build with a brand new invader that I just... What's up gamers? Coobs here. Welcome back to the video. We're invading. Invasion time. That was the intro. What's up gamers? Coobs here. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate you being here. This is level 1 invasions, and one of the things that I want to try to do with any of these invasion videos that I make is bring you something that you maybe haven't seen before, and so hopefully there's at least one of those things in this one, and we're level 1 and we're having a lot of fun with it. I think I've spent probably close to 30 hours with this level 1 character now, and if you're wondering, oh hey there, here's the star of the show. If you're wondering how do you get a low level invader up and running, you could check out my video. Oh, look at that. You ever seen that happen before? I guess it's boar hunting season. Or actually, hunting boar season. I don't really, you get it. The boar hunted the host. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, I was plugging my own videos. You could check out my Let's Make an Invader series here on the channel. Where we make a low level invader. So I'm not good at this stuff. Yeah, if you want to check out those videos, you could. They'll basically kind of go over how I make a low-level invader build. But you can see here we are appropriately in Stormvale Castle because our character is dressed as one of these exile knights, exile guards, I think. Probably exile soldiers. That's probably the most appropriate name for them. The exile soldiers or exile guards here at Stormvale. I don't really know if they pop up in too many other places that I can think of, but they definitely pop up here. So we're dressed as one of those, and our character, we're using the talisman that lets us look like we belong here, right? But instead of having like a name, like we could have been named like Stormvale Guard or something like that. We've done things like that in the past. Instead, what I opted for is just an exclamation mark. And so if you're familiar with the Metal Gear franchise, when a guard is notified of your presence, they just have an exclamation mark above their head and they start coming your way. So it's like I'm an exile guard or an exile soldier, and I've been alerted to your presence and I'm coming to get you. That's the whole gist. But we're level 1, and that's what makes it spicy for us as the player, is that we don't have very much vigor, which we're used to. If you know anything about invading, you should have a good amount of vigor. And we've got about 600 hit points maybe, if we're lucky. And so when we're facing off against the low-level hosts and low-level phantoms even, it's relatively fair. We can take a couple of hits, but we can also be like one shot by some high-level phantoms, so we have to be careful in that regard. And we also don't have a lot of stats to work with in terms of our strength, dexterity, and other look at that one. See, have you seen that one before? So like he got us, but the world got him, So we're just having fun. We're having fun with some low-level invasions. We're 3 weeks away now from Shadow of the Erdtree. If you're enjoying the invasion videos here on the channel, I'll be putting out some more once the Shadow of Erdtree releases. Check this one out. How many rocks can you sling with a rock sling when you sling rock sling using rock sling? I just made that up on the spot, and I almost dropped my controller as I said it. And now I'm clearing my throat because I've got kind of like a scratchy throat these last few days, but I don't think I'm going to edit any of that out. Here we go. So, poor guy was trying to hide. Get one tapped. First try, gamers. What was I saying? I was saying some stuff. Oh yeah, I'm going to be doing some invasion videos when the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC comes out. I'm thinking about even like recording as I play, and kind of like I did for my Liza P playthrough that I have here on the channel. So like playing through the DLC and recording my reactions, and then maybe releasing those in like a series of videos, because I think I'll probably do some invasions along the way, but I'll also probably have some invasion specific videos too. So that's all just to say, if you want to stick around, there'll be more here on the channel if you're enjoying it. I love invading in Elden Ring, and I love making videos, so I love doing Elden Ring videos, if that makes sense. So I just like doing this stuff, and hopefully, you know, some of the people who have clicked to watch this video are enjoying it too. And you know what? That's seems like a great time to say it is the end of May, which is Mental Health Awareness Month, but mental health awareness doesn't stop there, folks. And this video is brought to you by BetterHelp. I'm totally kidding. I'm not sponsored. But seriously, mental health awareness doesn't stop there. And just never forget that you're worth it, and you're deserving of love, and you matter. So thanks so much for being here. Maybe you needed to hear that. So there's that for you. And there's that for that guy. He got stomped. He just, you know, wrong place at the wrong time. Some of these invasions have been happening really quickly, and I'm happy for that because it means I get to show more invasions. Okay, so the weapon that I'm using is the long haft axe, and you can get this from the Misbegotten in the Weeping Peninsula. Basically, there's like one or two that carry this weapon. They're the big ones. They're kind of like scaly. And so you have to, like, you gotta farm for it a little bit. So that was tough, just getting the weapon. But the nice thing about this weapon is that it's a great axe that has, I think, it's only got like an 8 dexterity requirement, which is like anybody can, like, I don't know a single build that doesn't have 8 dexterity. And then it requires like 24 strength. And so with this level 1 build, we're using Radagon's Soar Seal, which is giving us 5 strength, and then we're also using the Star Scourge Heirloom, which is giving us another 5 strength, I believe. And I could be mistaken about that, but I'm pretty sure that that's what we got going on, which puts us at 20 strength, meaning that we can't one-hand the axe, but we can two-hand the axe, no problem. But there's other great axes like the Crescent Moon axe, and that requires more strength than I think I can get with a level 1 build. So here's going to be our little excursion that we can maybe all learn something from as invaders. The Explosive Stone. It's such a, I think, overlooked tool for us invaders. You know, we talk a lot about the volcano pots and throwing pots in general, but look at this, Explosive Stones. They're relatively cheap. You can hold 20 of them, so you can just spam these at people. And low level, this is, you know, particularly strong against low health opponents. So if you're here and you've been waiting for some nugget of information to help you on your invasion journey, check out the Explosive Stones. They're like super useful. Look at that. Got him. Explosive Stone time. He wanted to interrupt our little duel. Did you see that? I was gonna try to have a little square off with that guy. The host came up. He didn't want none though. Here we go. Explosive Stones. Explosive Stones. Just throwing them. Look at that. And I don't have to go farm materials. I just use the runes that I get from winning my invasions. It's great. So there's going to be more of those happening here. And I'm gonna take a little sip. Hope you don't mind. Good time for you to take a sip too. Stay hydrated. Get yourself a little water. I got Fresca here. I like Fresca. I've probably mentioned Fresca in a previous video before. I'm gonna try to convert you into drinking Fresca too. Did you know that Fresca is sparkling soda water? And it's probably the most delicious sparkling soda water out there. It tastes like grapefruit. It's a nice little sip time. You know, I should get some sponsors on this channel. We had Aldi last season. We had Aldi as a sponsor. Maybe we'll get some new sponsors for this upcoming season of Sunday Night Invasions that we're probably gonna put together. So hopefully you're enjoying the video. Hopefully you're enjoying the invasions happening in the background. Maybe I'll do a little bit more commentary, but I think that you know, one of the big things is that I'm having a lot of fun with these invasions, and I don't necessarily know that if I was a brand new player, if I would be having fun at a level 1, you know, character invasion build. But low level invasions are still a blast, I think. Even if you're like if you're new at invasions, I would definitely say start at low level invasions, you know, because just like work your way up, get comfortable with your build, and just kind of play as you go. And here's one thing that you'll learn as you play is that there's going to be some hosts that just run from you. They just want to waste your time. So I'm not going to waste your time. I'm gonna shorten this, and I might even gosh, that was like 8 seconds. I could have just edited that 8 seconds out and just like skipped right to here. But just so that you get like the perspective of how long it takes sometimes to run down these hosts. And so when you finally do kill them, you have to do what is most appropriate, and that is to exercise all of that rage and frustration that you're feeling. That's totally valid on your part. Just exercise that right out. You know, click that thumbstick as much as you can and let them know. But here we go. We got a couple of folks on the run here, but this is going to be a different situation, and I'm going to show you how I try to offer an honorable fight, an honorable duel to the low-level hosts that are willing. Because one of the things about this axe that I'm using is that it has lightning slash on it. So if I activate the lightning slash, I can actually do some pretty solid damage to low-level hosts and low-level phantoms. And even if I don't, it still has lightning damage built into it. But what I think is relatively fair is to fight with the torch pole, which is also lore appropriate for my character's cosplay. And so when I bring out the torch pole, it means that, you know, I'm respecting you for respecting me and my time by not running away. And so I'm going to give you a fight that's going to be easier than if I had given you, you know, just the great axe that I was using. And I feel like that's just, you know, another way that I can kind of have fun with the build and with the character. And again, circling it back around. That's what's the most important. So get out there, invade, find a build that's fun for you, find a level range that's fun for you. Have fun, you know, putting together the build and invading with it as the build develops, and get excited for the upcoming weapons and oh my gosh, man, new Ashes of War for our old weapons. For those of us who really don't want to part ways with some of our favorites, we can at least get some new Ashes of War, and I think that that'll be wonderful. We'll also have some new armor, so that's, you know, a whole new fashion lineup is gonna open for us, and and that's going to be exciting as well, because that's, you know, a big part of putting together your character is putting together their fashion, putting together that look, the signature invader look. And there he goes, you know, and we got him with the torch bowl. Explosive stone, don't forget about him. Don't forget about the explosive stones. So this is going to be our last invasion, and it's a really good reminder of what a typical invasion can look like at low levels, so you can, you know, kind of be prepared for that. Some of these have gone really well for us, but this is what some of our invasions may look like. And two, it's just kind of a reminder that things can end really quickly sometimes, you know, one way or another. So it can all be over in an instant, no matter how long the fight has been going on. All it takes is that, you know, quick opportunity to arise, and you can seize victory from the jaws of defeat. And so this is going to be our last one, and I again want to just thank you for being here. Really appreciate you, and hope that everything is going well for you. Yeah, I'm excited for these new builds that I'm going to be able to put together, these new characters that I'm going to get to make, and all the new bosses that, oh man, just super excited. So if you've got anything that you're really excited for, let me know in the comments below. Some of my favorite videos that I've been seeing recently are the ones that are, you know, this is clearly a Berserk reference. This is clearly, America is clearly it's supposed to be Griffith right now, and Mikola is always supposed to be Griffith too, and this image that just came out looks like Griffith too, and everybody's Griffith right now, so I don't really know, you know, where things are going to go from here. Hopefully nobody is Griffith, and we find out that we've actually been playing as Griffith the whole time. And if you're not sure who that character is, you can probably just go check out the Evil Dead franchise, which Berserk is based off of, to learn about the origin of Griffith. And so we've got this invasion happening. One of the things that I'm noticing as I'm kind of watching it in the background is that I'm constantly on the move to new places where an enemy might be that can kind of bolster my chances of victory. So I'm always kind of looking for those windows of opportunity, if you will. But these three are wild, and they're just all over the place. To be honest with you, I don't even know which one of them is the host at this point. So we're just going to try to make a run for it, and we're going to use our environment to our advantage with the explosive stone. And then, like I said, gamers, it's all over in a moment, you know? Sometimes it's just all over in a moment. I have been and always will be Coobs. Peace and love, gamers.